$sign is the serpent and staff, you just start to see all the other lies. And it's okay, guys. It's okay if you don't. It's okay to be pissed off that you've been lied to or duped. It's okay. But it's time to fucking get over it. It's right there in your face. And it always comes back to this. The globalist agenda. Look at it. It's fucking smiling at me again. Fuck this stupid fucking thing.
Well, hello, it's Vegas Paulie C, and according to what I've read on the internet, the DEF CON hackers are actively trying to hack the Sphere, according to multiple sources. From what I understand, though, it's not even network connected. I'm not sure how they get data in there, but if it's not network connected, that would mean that they would need somebody to plant a device on the server or take over the video feed physically, which would probably involve a disgruntled employee who did not value their job anymore. The challenge was issued the day the Sphere went live, according to people in the hacker community. But unless the networking manager is very weak, there should not really be any chance of accessing it from the exterior. There is a contest that is actually on Reddit called CTS, which stands for Capture the Sphere. It says that it's an unofficial DEF CON 31 event. They're thrilled to announce an exciting and challenging endeavor for those who believe they have got what it takes to conquer the unique landscape of Secure the Sphere. For years, DEF CON has been a mecca for cyber enthusiasts, and this year we're pushing the boundaries even further. According to what they would like in order to win the $300 contest, that's kind of cheap on the contest side. $300, I think it should be $5,000. Your upload content should be original, compelling, and crafted using tools such as Unity, UE5, Touch Designer, create a masterpiece using Blender, all sorts of technical things. Vegas Paulie C.
This is fucking plastic. The whole top part is plastic. All this is plastic.
It's 2023. How are you still shopping at Walmart? Shopping at Walmart at this point, at this stage in the game, people, is like going to McDonald's and expecting real beef. Are you in a delusional world? Where do you live? What rock are you crawling out from under where you're just realizing that Walmart is not the place to get your food? Here, I'm not going to tell you. Let me ask you some questions. Who owns Walmart? Start there. It's like getting apple juice from the kid down the street that hates you every morning from his homemade jug. Sorry, I don't have any compassion. We are all adults. We need to start asking ourselves, who owns these shops that we're buying our food from? Who's profiting from us?
Whoa, Morgan, you seriously? Oh Lord Jesus!
What is that? Get away!
Don't do it over.
Stop, my.
It's gone. Now leave it.
I hate that.
Okay, so Morgan, tell us how you can move bottles with your mind.
It's easy.
Okay, so move this one.
I moved it a little.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Okay, do it one more time so the camera can see it good. Whoa! Morgan. Okay, do that again. You gotta do that again.
I know how to make smoke come out of my mouth also.
Whoa, you moved it again. This is incredible, people.
This is incredible.
Let's see. Can she do it again? Can she do it again? It's moving.
Ooh.
Solar beings, those people who had that solar intelligence, we stepped out of that. We are the fallen angels, which are your fallen gods on earth.
Nigga, these niggas at the beach ain't nobody for me to caregave for. Like, I'm just here. Like, I'm going home, nigga, and clocking out in the morning. Cause I don't understand why I'm here. I really don't. I have to go home and cook my food. I done brought me a pork chop, some potatoes. I'm gonna have to go home and cook my shit, cause I mean, ain't nobody here. It's just like I'm just like, and it's 2 people here, so I'm definitely leaving.
So I'm curious, in the same way that you could see angels, could you see demons?
Yeah. Them was the ones I ain't want to talk about, because you can't see one without the other, I don't think.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, them was the ones that had a nigga up all night fucking with a nigga, man. Them the ones you don't want to go to sleep. Cause see, when you go to sleep, see how it works is you don't never really know what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? When I don't. So yeah, them demons, yo, them was the worst ones. Them bitches down there fucking nigga life up. But see, recently I prayed to God like for damn near like a week about them. Like, please, it's too much for me. It's too much for me to, have on my shoulders. Can you just lighten up the load? And he been slowing them down. So it's like, hey, man, look, I'm cool on these angels, but can you take these away from me? They a little bit too tough for me. So he lightened it up for me. I appreciate him for that, too. It was getting bad to where shit, I wouldn't sleep at night. I'd stay up all night, sleep during the day. We had to catch me in the daytime, and I ain't doing it. But that all comes with the gift. That comes with the gift, man. That comes with the gift. That's what comes with it.
Okay. Let's use this map. Let me show y'all something. Now, this is the Bermuda Triangle, which I did a lecture on already. But notice, this is, hold on. Let me zoom it out. This is Georgia. This is Florida right here. This will be Georgia. So all of Georgia and Florida, all the way across, all the way down to Puerto Rico, all the way up to there. All of that is the capital, and what's the capital of ancient Atlantis. This right here, this area right here, Georgia, which is why they call it Atlanta, Georgia, and it sits on the 33rd parallel. All of this shit is the capital of Atlantis. And the entire realm, as we know, is Atlantis, right? It never sunk, right? So they landed on us, right? And renamed this motherfucker to North America, South America, and everything else. But this is all Atlantis. Now, from Georgia down to Florida, down through the Caribbean, down to Puerto Rico, clear across to Bermuda, and back up to Georgia, all of that area, this is where ocean is at. This is why when they ride through there, he be fucking them up. Right, and it's portals and all that, right? And them pyramids under that part of the sea that they call the ocean. Even them calling this North Ocean and Atlantic Ocean, and that's mocking him. Because this was called the sea before it was called the ocean. All right? So understand this shit run deep. Understand where you are, who you are, what you are, man. All right? So when you see birds, now you know. All right? Now you know. And you going to see the metamorphosis coming more and more as the Kundalini rise. Right? Just like you're going to see places that was hot, it's getting cold. Places that's cold, it's getting a little hot. Because the planet Kai, she's shaking this shit up off of her, y'all. She's shaking this shit up off of her. That's why. You feel me? And with every time we present information right here, they help the planet rise. Like, oh, now you know your third eye open more. You're like, oh shit, okay. Well, we do got real birds, but them birds used to be air dragons, and now we know how they became birds. Cool. Just like how we know how the caterpillar goes through metamorphosis to becomes a butterfly. Okay, cool. Bet. Cool. Right. Okay. Now we know they do got other birds. It's like they just out there to, participate in the program. They not real or they not drones. They just there to further mix in to throw us off. And then you got all these drones that's been recording our ass forever since the 30s. Since the 1930s. And guess what? The Smithsonian put out that little article in 2013. When the Kundalini energy was so fucking low, in 2013, we was still in the Pisces age. Niggas wasn't looking into that type of information if you wasn't already woke. Now, some of us in here was. We was already. Myself, and I'm pretty sure millions more of y'all. But I'm saying on a massive note, we wasn't yet. That quantum energy hadn't started pouring in. So now we know what birds are. Biomechanic, right? Biomechanic intelligence. Biomechanic, right? What's biomechanic? That means they have, when they was doing their eugenics experiments and cloning, they took the real studied the biology of real birds, aka air dragons, right? And used that and combined that with robotoid mechanics to create an operative, like they said in the Smithsonian, to record surveillance daily. So birds are biomechanic intelligence recording daily surveillance. And this is the true reason why they perch on the motherfucking power lines and they have to charge up. Because a few people try, like, they put it out there, but they ain't go deep enough. They didn't go. So hopefully this lecture.
This is the one, okay? This is the one they're going to make everyone take, okay? Trust me, this is the one. The CDC has approved updated XBB, okay? All right, for all ages, 6 months and older, you see? 6 months and older, everyone, you understand? Look at that, XBB, X represents shy. That is 600 in the Greek, the X, the Greek letter X. X marks the spot, okay? B, lowercase b is a 6. So you're looking at 666 right here, okay? And this is what the beast was talking about, building back better. He's going to build back better through his technology, okay? All right, I can't say much more than that, but you should be able to understand what's going on.
They want to use you as Wi-Fi. Well, actually Li-Fi. They want to use your energy and light to actually send information through to create a new Wi-Fi system called Li-Fi. 6G antenna, plus the human body for energy, and even other things like copper bracelets and such to really use you for antennas. Now, this is no tinfoil hat. I'm going to give you an anti-tweak receipt at the end here in just a few seconds, but it really makes me think what's going on in the world, what's possible. Awareness really is key. You think ever since they put that Nintendo controller in my hand, that some sort of off-world iRobot agenda entity kind of had that in mind. You know, the iPhone invention story, if you've never heard, is really interesting. Basically, Steve Jobs went into the wilderness, into a cave with a guru in India, went to some sort of occult initiation ritual, talked to some spirits, and came back with some crazy technology that he said was meant to be spread all over the world. Aside from just the natural, etheric, electrical universe we live in and just what's naturally scientifically possible. It's really important to be grounded and know what's going on and who you are as a person. That's where the hope comes from. But if you want your anti-tweak receipt, here you go.
I'm gonna stand here, look. Come on, let's do it. Let's go through the comparisons for a minute. I'm missing a picture that I just downloaded because I was so intrigued by that picture. They got the thing standing up. Yo, a clone wouldn't be exact. A clone is a copy. I'm the original. I'm the original. That ain't my uncle. No. Bruh, y'all tripping. Twan, what up, man? I think it's a clone of me. I didn't say that's me. I said it's a clone of me. It's a copy of me. That's what I believe. It takes two parents to make someone at this likeness. That's Lonnie Stanley and Mary Billingsley made this. Now, what two parents made him? And then for everybody that's slow, realize that these people went and typed in that these are robots. These are not real humans. These are AI robots that they created. So what two laboratory scientists made them? Because that's his parents. He ain't got no real parents. He got laboratory parents. Please tell me how much they paid you to do what? Ain't nobody paid me to do nothing. Hold that thought, bro. I'll be right back, man.
out in 2002 or 2001 called Time and the Technosphere. The Technosphere is generally the matrix that we are in. Now, this matrix that we are in, this illusionary world that we are in, is created by junk DNA. In so many words, our melanin creates this matrix prison that we are in. So both the junk DNA and the connected DNA, so we have the junk DNA, which is disconnected from the DNA. Both the junk DNA or the connected DNA is constantly emanate a vibratory signals and pulses that transmit throughout our whole body mind, effectively creating a genetic hologram or in a 3D world around us. So this 3D world we call the matrix, we call it Maya, we call it illusion. The 3D collective consciousness hologram is created by junk DNA signals, which come to be known as the hologram created, or what is also be known as the technosphere. The technosphere matrix, the matrix of technology, human thought, and the collective consciousness of humanity is based on fear. It's based on fear. So our melanin, because it's disconnected from the DNA, because you got a connected DNA, 2 strands, but you're supposed to have, 10 other strands, something like that.
To go with it, yes.
Huh?
I was saying the 10 other strands to go with it.
Right, which is found on the Kabbalah, or the Tree of Life. Now, so this particular DNA strands, because we're supposed to have 12 or what have you, but it might be multiple DNAs within the 12. But it's about like the movie Fifth Element when they showed the girl, it was the fifth element, and they showed her DNA, and it was multiple. In so many words, that particular part is called junk DNA. Now, the technosphere is this, a minor representation of disconnected DNA patterns. Together, 2 forms create a virtual mirror net. When the initial manifest the external structures, which in turn keeps the masses of humanity bound and hypnotized in a 3D world. These structures are fed and fed live off the negative emotions, body dysfunctions, and apparently unthinkable inherent family traumas and behaviors.
And Daniel,
all praise to Yah.
In Babylon, Daniel's name wasn't the Hebrew name Daniel. It was Belteshazzar. And that's how it's shown in the King James Version. Just like that. But that doesn't help you really understand what they were really doing with that name. The name was actually Belteshazzar. And that name was used because they incorporate the name of their gods in their names. And the name of their god at the time of Babylon was Baal. This is very much what they do in language. It's why Yah is incorporated in many of the Hebrew names. Jeremiah or Yirmiyahu, Isaiah or Yeshayahu, Zechariah or Zachariah, Matthew or Mattheyahu. Yah is incorporated in their names for respect, admiration, and honor. Their names have meanings. So a name like Zechariah or Zechariah actually means Yahuwah remembers. He is incorporated in their lives. But this was not just something that the Hebrews did, but Babylon honored their god Baal in their names, which is why we see these different names like Nebuchadnezzar's son, Baalshazar. This influence is quite common. The Greeks also incorporated this. Their god Zeus was incorporated in many of their names. Dionysus, Bacchus, Icarus, Olympus, Prometheus, Cyprus, Uranus, which is why I do not use the Greek transliteration of our Messiah's name, Jesus. I just want to point out this practice.
Peace, you guys. So many of you wanted the footage of the underground tunnels, and here you go. Be sure you guys pay attention, stay safe, watch your surroundings. You never know if you are someone's target. All right. Peace.
Cameras can be disguised as everyday objects, and they can be scattered around your house or Airbnb, and you wouldn't know about it.
3-star motel. This what really freaked me out up here by the front door.
The Kalashura were a mysterious and reclusive group residing deep within the dense forests of the Eastern Ghats, in what is now the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. What set them apart from any other tribe were the unique horn-like growths that some members of their community were said to possess.
Rapper BG is free. I noticed a lot of people wanted to know who this lady is. This is who she is.
So there's a man from Montana named Samuel Hoffman, and back in 1978, Samuel discovered that we actually have a twin solar system that our government wasn't telling us about. The government found out about Samuel's discovery and not long afterwards forced Samuel into signing a 30-year non-disclosure agreement to keep him quiet. That agreement ended in 2010, which was the same year these other planets started becoming visible. Samuel said they do not want people to know these other planets exist because some of the planets are inhabited and Earth is actually considered a factory planet where we provide commodities like gold to some of these other planets in this other solar system. This other system travels on an elliptical cycle, and every 3,600 or so years our two solar systems meet up. This is the real reason for why our skies look as strange as they do. We're seeing the atmospheres of these other planets that are currently in between Earth and our Sun. Each planet has its own particular looking colors and cloud textures which have been studied and documented for over 10 years now. Also, back in the early 80s, Samuel was abducted by a Pleiadian who supplied Samuel with the names of these planets, one of which is Nibiru. Samuel also has a rare ability called farsighting, which allows him to see visions in his mind of these other planets, their moons, and even the asteroids that are associated with this other system. He then draws out what he sees, and I'm here to tell you, his accuracy is undeniable. Also, gravity is basically a lie. We actually live in an electrical universe, not gravitational. These planets repel electromagnetically. They create powerful lightning storms as they push themselves away from Earth. There's literally no limit to the number of lies our government tells in order to keep people from knowing this other system exists and is passing above our heads daily. Things like climate change, geoengineering, Project Bluebeam, HARP, the Sun Simulator, and even chemtrails are all cover-ups and distractions to explain away all the strange effects that we're seeing in our skies today. They have conditioned most people into believing all the streaks we see in the sky are man-made chemtrails when actually most of these streaks are caused by these other planets and asteroids dragging across our atmosphere. Only a small amount are man-made. For more information on our twin solar system, I recommend you go to YouTube to see Samuel Hoffman's collection of videos and interviews, as well as finding him on Facebook under Montana Skywatcher number 2, as well as visiting our Nibiru Followers Anonymous group. Thank you for watching.
I said, you think I'm playing? If you don't take them damn glasses off. Roseanne, he lifted up his glasses and everything was black.
I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back. We're in an unpredictable time, so that's why I'm doing every single thing that I can to make sure that I protect my body.
I see you not swallowing, baby. Yes, indeed. Why? You ain't blinked in 6 minutes. I saw that.
And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man.
So, Monique has shared another story of how Hollywood might have cloned one of its greatest actors, and it's being alleged that it's Jamie Foxx. Let's get into more of how Hollywood has supposedly transformed Jamie.
I see you not swallowing, baby. Yes, indeed. Why? You ain't blinked in 6 minutes. I saw that.
Previously, when Monique was on Roseanne's podcast, she talked about how Hollywood was cloning its celebrities and how easy it was to spot them with the tiny glitches on video. Recently, she went ahead and shared a story of how one of the men in her shows had black eyes.
I said, you think I'm playing? If you don't take them damn glasses off. Roseanne, he lifted up his glasses and everything was black.
Monique said, while she was on her show, she spotted a man with sunglasses at the front row, so she told him to remove his glasses, but was shocked to see the man had black eyes. After her suspicious message allegations started, that it must have been Jamie Foxx due to the subtle changes he has had after he went through the hush-hush health crisis. If you've been online for the last couple of months, you might be wondering, so what happened to Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx was in the middle of filming in Atlanta for his Netflix movie Back in Action, where he recruited former co-star Cameron Diaz after her hiatus from acting when suddenly he had to be rushed to hospital due to an emergency. Jamie was admitted to the emergency room on April 11th, 2023, due to an unknown illness, and his daughter, Corinne, revealed on April 12th that his father was not doing well and had been rushed to the emergency room. From the Fox family, we wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery, the April 12th Instagram post said. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time. Much love, the Fox family. Since not much was said about what exactly had happened and the family was keeping everything private, allegations started popping up that Jamie was actually in a very bad situation and he might even lose his life. His friends and co-stars made the matter worse when they started sending prayers and asking their fans to send prayers to Jamie because he was in a bad condition. Jamie's longtime pal, Kerry Washington, sent him love after she learned of his unexpected hospitalization by sharing a throwback Instagram pic of the pair. At I Am Jamie Foxx appreciation post, sending you all the love and prayers, my movie husband. Nicole Murphy also told people that Jamie's is like a brother to her. I just pray everything will be okay, she told the outlet. We love Jamie. You know, he's so talented and he's an iconic person. He's just amazing. He's like a brother to me and I adore him. I really pray that everything works out for the best for him. Due to the fact that everyone made it a big deal, fans believed that Jamie was actually going through an emergency and he wasn't well. Their belief was shattered when his daughter went online and claimed that her father was doing well and had even been released from hospital. Corinne Foxx revealed on her Instagram story that the 55-year-old Academy Award-winning actor was home and feeling well enough to engage in some physical activity. Hitting back at a report that Jamie was preparing for the worst, she wrote, "Update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating." She added, "In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support." Her message was very different from all that was being said online, where everyone was talking about how Jamie was in a bad situation, and this made fans feel as if there was something going on behind the scenes that Jamie's family was hiding. Things seemed to be going so well that Fox announced that father and daughter would be teaming up to host We Are Family, a new musical game show on the network. And that same day, a report by TMZ said that Jamie had been recovering well and that he was getting physical therapy treatment at one of the country's best rehab facilities in Chicago. The public started wondering why Jamie, who was allegedly doing okay, wasn't speaking up for himself, and due to all the questions being asked, he sent a message out to family, friends, and fans via Instagram to give an update on his condition. "Appreciate all the love, feeling blessed." While he assured fans he was doing okay, most became skeptical due to the fact that sources were still claiming that Jamie was still in the hospital. According to sources to TMZ, sources close to Jamie also confirmed that he was still in the hospital and asked fans to pray for Jamie. They also said that Jamie would not be hosting the game show Beat Shazam this season, and that his daughter Corinne, who was the resident DJ for the show, will also not be returning to the season to look after her father. The privacy and lack of public information around Jamie's health issues allowed a lot of fear and speculation to flourish on the internet, and they became worse when AJ Benza, a podcaster or former writer for the New York Daily News, made claims that Jamie was on his deathbed during an episode of Dr. Drew Pinsky's online talk show, Ask Dr. Drew.
I had somebody in the room who let me know that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot.
Benza made the unsubstantiated claim that Fox was partially paralyzed and blind after he received a COVID vaccine in order to work on the film Back in Action. The former gossip columnist said his unnamed source was in the room when Jamie was vaccinated and developed a blood clot. Pinsky didn't push back on Benza's claims, but Jamie's rep told NBC News that what the former gossip columnist said was untrue. While his family claimed he was home, TMZ claimed that Jamie Foxx was transferred to a rehabilitation center in Chicago that specializes in stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury rehab, spinal cord injury rehab, and cancer rehabilitation. His family members, Corinne and Annalise, as well as Annalise's mother, Kristen Granis, were seen driving to the hospital and bringing out flowers. Annalise even brought her guitar to supposedly serenade her father. This information seemed more realistic to fans than claiming that Jamie had already recovered and was playing since there was no sign of the star, online or offline. It wasn't until July 9th, 2023 that Jamie Foxx was spotted on a boat in Chicago waving to passersby in footage obtained by TMZ. "Boat life celebrating summer with at Brown Sugar BBN," he tweeted afterwards. He also hit up a Topgolf in Nashville on July 8th, 2023, and life is in full swing for him. The public started speculating that Jamie had been cloned and transformed, and that was how he was able to recover so fast and start taking videos. Others speculated that the Jamie in the clips was not the real guy, and these speculations collided with Monique's message that Hollywood was cloning its celebrities. On Saturday, July 22nd, 2023, Jamie Foxx finally posted about his condition on his Instagram. He posted the video with the caption, "Thank you a billion to everybody. Been a long road, but all the prayers, great people, and God got me through." Though he didn't disclose what he had, he thanked all his fans, saying he went through something that he thought he would never, ever go through. Fans then noticed how much he had changed and transformed. Jamie had gotten lighter, both physically and even his skin tone, and even though his weight loss could be because of the illness, his lightened skin didn't make any sense. Jamie also shouted out his support system, to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people. "I'm able to leave you this video," he shared. "I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way, and y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out." He also confirmed that he's not paralyzed or blind, as rumors circulated. "I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well," he explained. "But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work." To Jamie, whoever or whatever you are, we hope you stay healthy and wealthy and wise. A fan on Twitter said, "Jamie Foxx being in They Cloned Tyrone and then him going in the hospital looking like that and coming out looking like this just don't sit right with me. Another said the center of the bullshit and they cloned Tyrone being the church is insane. They literally putting that shit in your face. Hollywood is the weirdest place. And the new Jamie Foxx ain't the old Jamie Foxx. So who do you think Monique was talking about, and is Jamie quite all right? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculations and opinions, and if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.